Hey everyone, I am back for another foundation tutorial. Today we're going to be doing our foundation using a concealer, which I know is a little different, but the thing with the concealer is that it's obviously made to conceal, so it's going to be a full coverage foundation if you use it that way. Plus, obviously it's going to cover up any blemishes. It'll blend right in with the rest of your foundation because you're using the same product for both. So I'm just gonna, sorry I'm losing my voice a little bit, so bear with me, but this is in the shade Organza. I've got my little boy in here, so you'll be hearing him cooing, I'm sure. I'm just gonna dot it around my face, especially where I have any like blemishes, but a little bit goes a long way with this. It thins out nicely and you don't need a ton to get full coverage. So I'm just gonna start with that, and then I have a wet Beauty Bud here, and we're just gonna use that, and we're just gonna like bounce it around and just kind of just spread it around. Oh. And then we can always come back in wherever we need a little bit more coverage and add some more. Now the thing about using the wet Beauty Bud is that it's gonna help to spread it a lot further. You're not going to need to use as much product, but it's also going to not absorb your makeup like a dry one would. And these ones are a must-have. It's a different material than any other beauty blender that I have ever, yeah, is that the right word? Beauty blender? Beauty Bud that I have ever used before. So these I would definitely recommend. Now the thing with it too is you're going to be compressing the makeup into your pores for a more flawless coverage. Now I'm just gonna get a little bit on these areas that I have. Need a little bit more, and I'm just gonna use my finger. Okay, so you see how just a little bit gave me full coverage. All right, and now I'm gonna get this one in the shade Scarlet. So I'm just gonna get a little bit, put it on the tip of my finger. I'm just gonna rub it between the fingers. Now we're gonna use this. And this is just going to help to highlight under the eyes, to lighten up any dark circles. And it's going to conceal that whole area if we have any like crow's feet or fine lines. And then we're just going to use this to compress it in. And then before that has time to set in and dry, I am going to come in with a flat-sided Beauty Bud and then get in the same shade Scarlet some powder foundation, and we're gonna just press that in. This is kind of like the baking technique. I'm just not using as much of it. Now again with another concealer, this is a day of concealers, we are gonna use the shade Chenille, and then we're gonna use this for our contour. So it's just gonna be like a cream contour. I'm just gonna put a little bit just along the cheekbone. I don't want to do too much because a little bit goes a long way with this. I'm just going to start bouncing it. Okay, and so you see how that just leaves like a really soft contour. Okay, and then we're going to do just a little bit on this side. I'm going to try to use what's left on it to kind of get up here around the forehead. And then I'm going to come in and get my tapered blush brush, and we're going to get the shade Cypress. This is also a powder foundation, but we're going to use it to kind of set that cream contour, top it off. Don't want too much. We're just gonna like swirl it around. Just gonna kind of enhance it, but also just set that cream. And then while I've got that, I'm gonna use this thinner one. This is the contour brush. And I'm going to use that along the side of my nose. I'm going to even use just whatever excess is on this just around my jawbone. Okay. Oh, and I did not do it on my forehead with this. I'm just going to do this a tiny bit. Now to soften all that up, I'm going to use this powder foundation in the shade Poplin. And we're just going to get this big powder brush. And we're just going to come in and go just right around it. Not necessarily all the way over it, but just go right around it, the top and the bottom. And then all around the rest of our face. And that's just going to soften up the edges of the contour and add some more coverage. We always want to get down on our neck. And these powder foundations are a lot like a finishing powder. It's like a tinted finishing powder. So this is going to help just keep our makeup in place as well as add coverage. Okay, and now that I've done that, I am going to get my blush. This is in the shade Sisterly. It's a really pretty shimmery pink. And just a little bit goes a long way with these blushes. They're super pigmented, but this has like a shimmer in it. So it's kind of like, it's got this nice sheen. It's going to kind of just make everything glow and shimmer. And then to finish off, I'm going to get my highlight in the shade Lustrous. And you can just do it straight from the stick, or you can put it on your finger and however on the tip of my nose. And then just kind of blending it out. That's just going to brighten up the whole look. All right, now we're going to settle that with some setting spray. All right, and there you have it. That is foundation using a concealer. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.